welcome. We are here with, of course, it's me, Ash, and Tiff, Queen of the Indies, and we are also here with McDuff.
Macduff, you're so cute.
So, welcome to the third episode of the official third episode of We Talk Indies, which you can find on Total Nonstop Impact on YouTube. Also, follow us on Patreon, YouTube. Oh my God, not YouTube. Hello. Well, yeah, follow TNI on YouTube, but also follow us on Patreon, Twitter. Every social media is We Talk Indies. Our social media handles are on the screen. Brought you a bar. Oh my God, I can talk. Tiff, help me. Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles. They have a great indie wrestling collectibles line, the IWC. Check them out. Show them some love. Hey, hey, hey! Welcome, first time chatter. Hello. If you got anything to say it in the chat. Unfortunately, channel points are turned off for this show, but they're on when I'm on live by myself. So, Jameus is not here today. So if y'all were looking forward to Jameus, I'm sorry.
He's in timeout today. He's in timeout.
If you want to tip the channel, there's a link in the chat. You could also cash app Tiff. You can cash app. Well, don't cash app Jameis today because he's not here today.
Yeah.
But cash app Tiff.
I mean, you could give me the extra. It could go towards McDuff's treat.
That's McDuff's actual one. Actual cash app. So I think the audio is good. So yeah. Let's start with events. Tiff, what do we got? We should go over the big event at the end of the year. The end of the year for IWTV.
What, the Wrestleville?
Yeah.
You want to do that, or you want to wait till the next show? Because I figured once we got closer to it, we'll have more of a better handle of it.
Well, we could go over, some of the stuff that's already been announced, a little bit of
All
it.
right. I mean, if you want, let's go over what we got going on in the next 2 weeks, and then we can talk a little bit about Wrestleville if you want. So, I do have one seminar that I found today.
Go for it.
On the 17th, Davey Richards is doing one in Georgia at the Macon. I'm sorry, Macon, MACON County Fairgrounds Youth Center. So that is going on. So definitely check that out. I always get the stuff from our friend Phil Stamper. I always share his stuff. So if you're looking for it, make sure you're following me because I definitely share all of what he has coming up. As for what's coming up within the next 2 weeks, tomorrow, GCW Settlement Series on IWTV. That's the last one. That's at 7:30 Eastern Time. I know that's in the H2O building. Again, that's going to be the last GCW show that is on IWTV, so definitely check it out. There's a bunch of names that you do know. There's some names sometimes. You never know who's going to show up on these Settlement Series.
True.
Every Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, you got Wrestling Open. If you can go to it, definitely get to one of these shows. $10. 2 hours of wrestling. Can't go wrong with that. Always a fun time. You guys know I'm all about that life. Friday, we have NFW, which I'm going to also tomorrow when it comes to NFW. They are crowning their first-time champion. I will be live with Cody Jenny tomorrow on the Indie Wrestling Corner with him and Brett Ryan Goslin. So we're gonna break down the card. So if you're very interested, again, we're gonna talk about Brett's match and then all the other matches that are on this card and who's gonna be the NFW champion. So that's this Friday. The show itself at 7:30 start time. H2O is also running at 8 o'clock. Main event for that is Billy Starks versus Matt Tremont. Saturday, we got ETU, Expect the Unexpected. So that's always a great promotion. Shout out to Struggles. If you aren't familiar with him, he's another podcaster. He also does the commentary on ICW. So definitely check that out. It's always a great show. I think he's like 6 shows in. Very, very good. Next again, Wrestle Open every Thursday. All I have is the 16th ICW is running at the H2O building, and also GCW is running also at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. The 17th, again, ICW is running again. That's going to be in Newark. And on the 18th, I have the Sean Henderson Present Show. That's at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. So that's all I have coming up for upcoming shows, because December a little bit, I think this is the time that's going to start slowing down with the holidays.
Yeah, I don't have anything really to announce until January or February, so
Hmm.
at least stuff that I'm looking forward to. Jameis usually will have like something in the UK, but he ain't here, so we don't have UK cards today. So sorry to the
Yeah.
United Kingdom, to the Brit
Sorry.
Wrestling.
But definitely check out like IWTV and again, there's so many different apps out there, High Spots and Fight Plus. There's a lot. And I know a lot of like UK people like to watch in with the stuff going on in the US. So definitely check it out. So
Yeah, Fight Plus, great. It's obviously a great service. I enjoy it.
yeah.
It's reasonable for us that watch indie wrestling. Not only just to have IWTV. IWTV is a must to have I'll say for independent wrestling because you and I watch it like at least every week,
Yeah.
and well, probably more than once every week. There's
I'm constantly
We're
on it.
constantly on IWTV, so sometimes they have multiple shows running at the same time. So
Yeah.
for instance, usually me and Tiff are not watching the same show that's on.
Yeah.
Like this weekend, I was watching Action. What were you watching?
Well, I was at Grind,
You were
Pro
at
Wrestling
Grind.
Grind on Friday,
Lucky.
and then I was playing frickin' catch up because H2O was running. So Saturday, like I was running, watching H2O, and Limitless was running, and oh my god, what the heck there was so much stuff running this weekend.
There was
Then there
so
was
much. We
yeah,
had Revolver as well. I watched Revolver.
that I gotta catch up on. I also watched Fight Life, but that's on High Spots.
That's on High Spots, yeah.
That's on High Spots. So
AAW
that's
is also on High Spots too.
I heard
So,
the action show was excellent though.
oh, it
I
was
gotta go back and watch
awesome. I
that. Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
They're like definitely one of my favorite indie promotions. I
Mhm.
love Action, so it's like, I always like have a great time watching their content, and because we talked about this the last episode before, the one with Jameis. I know we act like he's never coming back, but he'll be back. He'll be back next show. He'll be
Yeah.
back. I personally liked it because you and I even talked about having kids at promotions.
Mhm.
How it's just a different environment and it's
Yeah.
entertaining. And those kids had opinions at Action.
Oh,
I saw it.
really?
They had opinions. They had faves, man. They knew who was their fave. Congratulations to their new champion. And you saw Grind, right?
Yeah, Grime's great. Like, shout out to Rip Bison and Delmi XO because that's their baby. And it's just always a fun time. The fans are incredible. I always say that. Like, it's just a great environment. And I talked about that. Like, I did an Indie Talks episode. If you haven't seen it, check it out on the Indie Wrestling Corner as well. So I did some backstage interviews. Rip Bison, we talked about Wrestleville. So you could definitely check that out. What he talks about, like Wrestleville, but we talk about a lot of things about Grind and like the fans and how they're all into it. And, a lot of them are there for like Rip Bison because they like grew up with him. But it's just every match every time like I go there or like even when I watch it, every match is solid. You get good wrestling and they'll say it's like kind of like they're into like the Japanese style, like WCW. Like it's so good. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see Grind. I wanted to see Grind, but I got to
Oh,
play
it's not.
catch
It's
up.
not.
It's not
They
available.
they record it and then they edit it and then
And then
they
they put
put
it
it
back.
up later. Yeah,
Yeah.
as like a premiere.
Okay.
So
I
that's
didn't.
so you gotta like follow. They're
I gotta
never
wait.
live. It makes me
Yeah.
sad, but I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I
No.
was watching Chaotic too. Chaotic was going on this weekend on Twitch. So they had like back-to-back shows because they had one Friday. So that's what it was. I was catching up on Chaotic on Saturday from the Friday show, and then they ran another Saturday show, but that was in New Hampshire. So most times they run either Massachusetts or New Hampshire. Those are always fun shows too. So
This might be the most solid professional episode that's going to go out.
why?
Because we're calmly running through everything without
Oh man, yeah, I have to watch the Jordan Oliver and Tony again. Like it's hard to play catch up. Like
It really
I watched
is.
so much, like, and then like by Saturday I was like fried at night. So like I'm trying to catch everything. I did watch the Matt DeMorris and Marcus Matters match. So that's fun. I don't know. Like, are we going to see more of Matt Demore? It's like now. So very interesting character. Super sweet guy in person. Like, I got to meet him at the last SHP show when he wrestled Dylan McKay. So really, really sweet. His character's creepy. Oh my god, I can't.
McDuff, what was your favorite promotion this weekend?
He said he said milk bones. He said milk bones. I'm dead. I'm
You're
dead. I'm dead. I'm
so
dead.
rude, man.
I told you he got resting bitch face all the time. Seriously.
That's like the happiest photo we have of him. Too.
I know. Most of the
Stop.
times, like, he's not happy. He's got resting bitch face. So,
but he looks so angry.
All right, so let's talk about WrestleVille. Then I have a rant that we could talk about.
Yeah, cool. Let's go
something
for
that
it.
we should like definitely address, and like I've been waiting for us to, you know.
I see you gotta. I wanted to see Grime because I wanted to see Kevin Blackwood.
Yes.
And I bring this up because like I'm actually wearing his hoodie today.
Yeah.
From Stiff Blade, which you can get.
Yes.
It's worth the quality.
A match was fire. With what was it, Ryan Mooney?
Yeah.
Was it?
I think so.
So that match was really good. I got a perfect bridge, so I'm happy. If you give me bridge. So just before we like go into like freaking Ethan Scott, who's the ring announcer of Grind or whatever, we were talking like before the show, and he goes, "You know what would be funny?" He's like, "Well, first of all," he goes, "every time I see a bridge, I think of you." And I was like, you and everybody else. I was like, I made the bridge revolution. Anybody who says when they see a bridge, they think of me. Wrestlers think of me. Travis Huckabee plays a heel in Grind, and he wouldn't normally give a bridge, but then after the show, he came up to me. He goes, "That bridge was special. That was just for you." And then he walked away, and I was like,
it was
like,
special.
That's great. But Ethan Scott goes to me. He was like, "You know what would be funny?" I go, "What?" He goes, "If you get no bridges." He was like, "If the wrestler's like, no, you're not getting any." And I'm like, that's just rude. But of course, I got a bunch of bridges. You know, like Kylon King from Miracle Generation and Travis Huckabee and Blackwood. So I was a very happy camper on Friday. So, but yeah, let's talk a little about WrestleVille because WrestleVille is great. So they're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that's how you're going to close out New Year's and go into the new year of 2023. There's 9 promotions, all on IWTV. Let me get the schedule because there's actually
everyone has incredibly good cards this year.
Oh my god, and they're not all announced either. That's the crazy thing.
We'll just go over, the primary ones that we know. We'll go over Prestige. And they're incredibly stacked this year.
Okay, here
I'm
it is.
I'm a little disappointed that I'm not going to make it out this year. That I'm not going to be able to make it out. But right. I am going to try to head your way in February, I believe.
Oh, yay.
For JCW.
Come to the dark side. That's going to be a good show. That's in that'll be in Jersey.
Yeah.
So, but it's not too far from me. So, but that'd be awesome. So they have announced that as well. But I have the list here for the times, just for anybody
who
for
it. We'll do the times.
Yeah, so 3:00 on the 12/29, so that's a Thursday. 3:00 is Pizza Party Pro. Pizza Party Pro is so fun. I love that promotion. If you're looking for good old fun, they serve pizza. You can buy pizza. They have cute pins. I gotta get one of those pins. I've been meaning to get one of the pizza pins because they're really, really cute. 7:00 is open, Wrestling Open, so it's an hour earlier than it normally is, which shall be fun. 11 p.m. IC Dub, so that's gonna be in the pit. They're doing Pit Fighter because you're not going to get a full-blown deathmatch show. So if you're worried about it being fully deathmatch, that's not going to happen here. So they'll have the cage going on there. Check that out. Will Casey Kirk still be champion by then? Make sure you tune in next week to ICW to see what's going to happen with that. Friday, we come back with Blitzkrieg at 3:00. That's gonna be fun. I love the promotion. It's just a fun promotion. I usually like their main venue, so it'll be fun that they're coming up to Worcester. 7 p.m. they have IWTV, so that's gonna go around the T4 tag team tournament mostly. Ref Gina came on my podcast. We broke that down. So you don't know, we're gonna have some new IWTV tag champs. So 11 p.m., like you said, Prestige. I've never been to Prestige. This is the only promotion that I've never been to because it is kind of like West Coast, right? West Coast, right?
Yeah, yeah. Pacific
So
Northwest and West Coast.
so yeah, that's the only promotion that I've never physically been to. So I'm excited for that. So the next day, Saturday on New Year's Eve, 12 p.m. Pro Wrestling Grind. They already announced some stuff. A lot of matches have gone out. Maybe some surprises happening. Not sure. You got to tune in. 4 p.m. Limitless Wrestling. I love Limitless. So good. And 8 p.m. is Beyond Wrestling. So it's a great way to close out. So definitely if it's something that you guys are thinking about, get your hotels. There's hotels not too far. There's like 4 minutes away. I know Drew was talking about trying to see like where they were gonna stay. So if I get any more info, I'll pass it on to the next episode for you guys. And then there's a bunch of restaurants and bars. There's bars downstairs, so I'm sure there'll be an after party on New Year's Eve. So yeah, very, very fun. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's usually the case. I'm a little disappointed that I'll be missing it. If I do decide to go, it'll be very last minute.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, there's a lot going on too because you brought Eric brought it up in the chat. You got the GCW is running also, JCW that's running. I have a friend that I think that he's coming on Thursday up to Massachusetts and then driving back down Friday to the GCW weekend, and then on New Year's Day itself, there's going to be going on GCW at the Showboat, also at the Mecca in Ridgefield, New York. I forgot what promotions are. Magic, IWF, I think it is. Bree, Invictus. Yeah, everybody's doing like the 3-day thing now, which is pretty awesome. So it just really depends like what's your cup of tea to do. So I've done GCW a million times. Wrestleville was last year, and I got sick, and I couldn't go, so I was sad. So I was like, I'm not getting sick this year. Get the orange juice. I'm going. And I love every single promotion that is on this card. So I wanted to do something different than do GCW, even though a bunch of my friends will be at the Showboat, and then I got a bunch of friends that will be at Worcester.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, if I do decide to go, it'll be very last minute, but most likely it looks like I'm 80% sure I will not be going. So
Yeah.
don't go looking for me.
Well, she'll be on my phone. You could, like, if you want to talk to her, like, we'll FaceTime her. I'm like, yeah, she's here. Like,
I'm totally here. Now go get me a meet and greet. Go get me a meet and greet with the guns.
There you go. There you go.
Take the phone.
Oh man. All right, let's talk about this rant because
Go
this has
for
been
it.
going on a lot.
I could use a good rant.
And I mean, it's a kind of important rant or whatever like that, and and I'm sure a lot of people.
Oh, it's an
are agree with
important
me.
rant.
Yeah, because I feel like this needs to be said because this has been happening a lot lately. It happened at Limitless, it happened at Wrestling Open. It's things happen at like ICW and stuff like that. Fans think who the hell they are, and they're going after the talent. Okay.
Do you mean like in a violent way? Because I saw you tweet something about that, but at the same time, I was like really preoccupied.
Somebody went to go tackle Sydney Bacabella at Limitless and thought it would be funny to take his toupee and wear it. And of course, he had way too much to drink. So that was going on.
Wait. Hold on. He took his toupee.
Well, he didn't. He thought that was his plan. Was the guy wanted to grab his toupee and wear his toupee because he thought it would be funny. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad to see you had an eventful weekend. Continue.
Oh, I wasn't there. I just saw it on the feed, and then it's just like, because that's like the second time in a week that a ring announcer had to kind of like say something. Like, I don't know exactly what happened at Open, but Rich Palantino got really upset and made an announcement at Wrestling Open, reminding people don't touch the wrestlers. Like, this is all going during like a live show. It's one thing like when you're going to go do meet and greets and like, like I hug wrestlers and stuff like that. But if you're going to go out, you're going to go grope them, or try to tackle them. Like, I've seen stuff like that at other promotions too, where fans think who the fuck they are and that they think that like that they can fuck up the wrestler or whatever. Like bro, you're gonna get fucking knocked the fuck out. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Never mind all the other stuff that goes on with there's I have a lot of friends that I know, whether they're trans, whether they're gay, whether they're lesbian, whatever it is, the LGBT
I'm
community or
glad you
whatever like
brought that
that.
up because I did witness, you know, put it this way, I've never been more embarrassed
Yeah.
to be from Texas than that one day that I was in Dallas.
Hmm.
And we're talking about, specific things said to talent. It, and this in regards to the LGBT community, LGBT plus community, who's, it's very dear to my heart,
Yeah.
Um, I've been personally attacked on Twitter. It ain't just you. Um, so, like, you know, as it's no secret that I've always supported LGBT community.
Yeah.
I do, I always talk about the Human Rights Campaign. At least once every year, I try to, and it's no secret that I'm bisexual, but there's still a few people that say shit like just to say shit, and you're not being edgy, you're not being fucking cool, you're being very disrespectful, you're being incredibly rude, and it's inappropriate. So I'm glad you brought it up because it still does happen at wrestling events.
Yeah.
Um, but go ahead, continue.
No, it's just freaking aggravating, like to see all that and that, things have to be said. Now I saw that Drew put out a statement now that if you're gonna go to open, that you're gonna have to read something that they're gonna have something when you come in that you read that you have to agree to these rules pretty much. And it's sad that it has to like come to that. And again, like I've been to like many promotions where they're very big onto the LGBT community, like or whatever. So it's like I always say like I'm very open minded, like I always say, like, well, I'm from New York. Like, I don't care what you are. If you're nice to me, that's all I care about. I don't care if you're, gay, straight, brown, black, yellow, green, whatever, as long as you're a good person, I don't really care, what you do, but I've been in those situations where I've watched people like, oh, you don't belong here because you're trans, like I've seen that at like even chaotic wrestling, and like they don't tolerate crap like that over there, that they'll handle stuff like that with fans and stuff. And I know like even like Randy at Limitless, like he's not going to tolerate crap like that shit that happened. They have a very tight policy. It's just sad that we have to like talk about this. But I hate that. Like it just makes me so mad that
Wrestling's supposed to be universally entertaining. It's supposed to be for
yeah.
everyone. It's a shame that we're still in this time frame and this mindset where things like that and situations like this do occur. Is it rare? I mean, I can't say it's rare, but I can't say it's normal either. It's in between, and I think it's sad that we have to necessarily talk about it in the aspect of this is something that should be acceptable. Pro
Yeah.
wrestling's for everyone. It doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. It doesn't matter necessarily, and your belief system. Really, it is supposed to be for everyone, and
Yeah.
it's very much a shame that we have to we're going through a time like this
Yeah.
still in independent wrestling as well.
Yeah. I mean, look at even like the stuff like every once in a while you see something like Kid Bandit posts, and I feel for Kid Bandit, like you shouldn't have to like go through the bullying or whatever like that. Like why? Like I always say, and like Ashley knows, like this is like one of my biggest things that I always say, like, do you pay my bills? Like, do you do this? Like one of my infamous lines that I always say, like I don't really care. I worry about myself, and but I feel for people that get like bullied and that shit. And wrestling's supposed to be a safe place, and fun and entertaining, and you shouldn't have to feel like that.
It's about entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's a show. And then there's also people that take wrestling way too serious.
Yeah. Like they play a character, and I have this conversation all the time. I have it with wrestlers. I have it with like, I was having it with one of the ring announcers or whatever like that. And I'm like, it's just so crazy that these people like really believe that some of them are like real assholes, like a heel or something like that. Like, oh, that's their persona. And most of the time that's not even the situation. Same thing with like deathmatch wrestlers. Like they get that, stigma that they're really like bad people or whatever. And it's like so stupid. And like some of them are like the most nicest people that you'll ever freaking meet.
It's absurd. It's crazy. Hey, but it's pro wrestling at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that some instances occur. But yeah, no, I'm glad you brought it up because it is still very much it's a it's a justifiable rant because it is still going on.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened it happened within like 2 days, like two different promotions, and it just like kind of like pissed me off. And then even like another wrestler hit me up, they're like, "You good?" I was like, "Nah, I'm just like," I was like, "Dude, just be careful." I was like, because I said, even you, I was like, you don't know, people are crazy. I was like, just watch out because
I mean,
you don't
shit.
know.
I mean, shit happens at You know, we don't really talk about this, but shit
Yeah.
does happen at WWE as well. Still.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just like I just don't know what goes through people's minds that they think that oh, you're gonna step up to this person.
But no,
What's your point?
justifiable rant.
Yeah. No, it was just like something important that I figured that we had to touch base on because it's been happening way too much.
Yeah.
And it just makes me mad, and I just feel like, like kind of like sucks because then things like people start changing things, and then I was like, that's kind of sad that like Drew from Wrestling Open has to like have this thing that when you enter the White Eagle, like that you're gonna have to read this thing and like be like, okay, like you shouldn't have to do that. It should just, you know,
Mhm.
be known, you know.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I just, like I said, I just want to bring that up because like it kind of just like upset me, and then it kind of kills the demeanor and stuff like that.
It
It's
really
like
does. It kind
comfortable.
of like ruins the show for other people as
Yeah.
well.
Because I get embarrassed when I see stuff like that, or I feel uncomfortable, and I've been in those situations before where I'm like, damn, I don't want to go back. I mean, I've been stalked at promotions that it's made me not want to go back because like people make me feel uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Like, oh, it's a chick. You're like, okay, cool. Like, oh, she podcast. Okay, cool. Like, but that doesn't give you the right to like creep me out and send me like freaking 100 messages within like a few like a few seconds in a DM or something like that, just because you see me at a promotion or you're seeing me backstage at a promotion or whatever like that. That doesn't give you that right for that.
I'm
So
I'm very grateful that at least all my supporters and fans and mutuals understand that you have to have distance from me.
mhm.
So I'm grateful for that. That they understand you have to have distance.
I don't mind people coming up to me and talking to me. Just don't be a creep. Just don't be. And like that's one of the biggest things that like I have a lot of friends say that about me. They're like, "Oh, you're very bubbly and you're very approachable and like that's fine. I love meeting new people. If you see me or whatever like that, come up to me and introduce yourself because so many people come up to me and I have no idea who people are sometimes unless I'm like insanely close to you. But that's fine. Just don't be weird
Don't be
about it.
weird.
Like I had some guy just following me around at a promotion that I had to kind of tell the owner, and they had to say something to him, and he stood away from me after that. And they told him that if he does it again, that he was gonna get banned forever,
Forever.
forever at the
Forever.
promotion. So
Forever. It doesn't matter who's on the card.
but I should have to feel comfortable, and I feel for even a lot of the ladies because like you see that too a lot, right? Like I'm sure you've seen that on like social media, that you'll see like there's girls like they don't want to go to like the indie shows and stuff like that because of the fact that like guys can kind of sometimes creep them out of how they act, you know.
I mean it. I mean I get like I don't really. It's very hard to creep me out in aspect. I mean maybe because I'm just so like hard when it comes to certain things. That I'm like, if you see me, please keep your distance. And I always announce it. You see me say
Yeah.
shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't sit next to me. I
But you
don't
also
want
go
you
to
near me.
Impact where it's like, it's a small closed taping, so it's like there's not as many people where I'll go somewhere
Oh
like
no, people see
GCW.
no, like I mean, people see me at Impact and they recognize me. So,
Mhm.
but I must say, like, people are very respectful towards me, so I'm very lucky in that aspect when it comes to
That's
that.
because I live here. That's because I live in New York and we don't care. Like,
Yeah. Like, I think people are just like, I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate that people are very respectful towards me.
no.
But it's the aftermath, After,
Yeah.
it's everything that happens after, like, they see me. Like, you can't do it to me in person, but you can tell me in private.
Right.
Like, no, dude, I ain't gonna pretend to be your fucking girlfriend. We ain't gonna go out to some fucking party, bro. I don't fucking know you. No, you can't sit next to me. I don't want you to sit next to me. But that's, like...
That's funny.
I wish, I wish I could say I'm joking about this, but no, that's legit happened to me, and I'm like, no. Like, no. Like, just no.
Oh, man. Crazy.
But,
Crazy.
I was like, no, I will not pretend to be your fucking girlfriend. I don't know you well enough to do that.
Oh, man.
It's so weird. So fucking weird. But, anyways, it's a justifiable rant that you were talking about this. McDuff, do you have any thoughts? No? Okay, cool. Cool. All right, bro. I see how it is. I think it's just... Yeah, I had to put something there because Jameis just decided not to be here today. He got tickets, right? He had tickets to football.
Well, that's awesome though. Yeah. That's a good time.
He's gonna have a good time though.
Yeah, definitely.
the one without Jameis. So let's talk about what we watched. Let's see. I watched Revolver, which was really good. I believe, yeah, you know what? No, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure I saw Sammy say that it was the largest show he's thrown for Revolver.
That's amazing.
And it was packed. So great show, solid show. The finale, the last match was Kenta versus Speedball, Mike Bailey.
Yeah. So
that was the closing card. Masha Slamovich did wrestle Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley retained. It was a submission match.
Mm-hmm.
New tag champions. Let's see. OGK lost the titles. I forgot. I forgot the name of that tag team. The one Dan the Dad's in.
Oh, I don't. I know Dan the Dad, but I don't follow Dan the Dad.
I'm sorry, dude. We don't remember your tag team, but anyways, that's who's the current champion. God, I fucking wish I could remember. Trey Miguel won the title, so congratulations.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's amazing. Well deserved.
It was up until Macklin cashed in his golden ticket, and now Macklin's the champion of Revolver.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Action Wrestling was awesome as well. They had, like I said, it was great. So let's talk about, what...
Oh man, Adam Priest, man, he needs to be everywhere. I just look at him. I had this conversation with Casey Catal, whatever you want to call her. And I just said to her,
she's gonna be.
I was like, I said, you just look at this dude. I was like, he's a wrestler, I was like, he's got the look. He's got, he can wrestle. I need to see him more places. I wish people would book him more. I was talking to Cody from NFW, and I was like, you need to book this guy. He needs to come up. I was like, I don't understand why he's not everywhere. And I think it's because he's small, and I think that's, maybe that's the overlook, because there are wrestlers that they get overlooked because they're kind of small. And I hate that. I always Kid Osborne, I feel has that issue. And I love fucking Kid Osborne. He's so good. But yeah, Adam Priest, more, please.
I was thinking that too. I actually thought that this week about Adam Priest as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it either.
Yeah.
BJ, I think it's BJ. Yeah. Says he loves your accent.
Oh, my Queens, New York accent.
The answer is Jameis is not here today. He's missing today's episode. So
yes, that's my dog McDuff.
That's McDuff. McDuff took a seat.
Yes. So every time that we talk about McDuff, now you know what he looks
like. Oh,
like.
it's not BJ. I'm sorry. It's just because I see BCW worldwide. But, yeah. No, it's not BJ. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Oh, that's McDuff. He's all, oh, that's McDuff. Yes, that's McDuff.
That's my McDuff.
That's McDuff. And, let's see. Well, that was a justifiable rant. I'll be honest with you. I had the flu.
Oh.
The last time I had talked to you, the last time we did the show, I had the flu that week. I barely got over it.
Everybody's got to be careful this time of year, because that's why I'm afraid. I'm gonna do this weekend, and then I think I'm not gonna go to any wrestling until Wrestleville, because I don't want to get sick.
Good luck, man.
No, I know. There's a lot of good wrestling. Oh, and Northeast Wrestling was also on the 17th too. Yeah, that's another one that great. I mean, Trayvon Jordan got
New.
hurt. He just had surgery. He just won the last month against Dan Moff. So now he's relinquishing the title, I believe, on the 17th. So that's on its own.
No, dude, I don't have COVID. I had the flu.
Oh God!
I had
that. Knock on wood now, so you don't get it. Oh my God!
For real? No, I had the flu,
no.
bro. I came back from Kentucky and I got the flu like 2 days later. I got the flu. When I interviewed Trey Miguel,
right.
when I did my interview, like that's actually when I got sick, was that day. So
right.
I was interviewing Trey while I was like in the beginning of the flu, so I was a little off.
Jeez.
No. I had the flu, bro. Trust me.
Oh my God. And yes, they've been to House of Glory. I mean, I'm literally like 10 minutes from House of Glory. It's been a minute since I've been to House of Glory. There's so many promotions. I can't. It was like right here or whatever like that. Charles Mason is like one of my favorites. He loves the Britney. But he's Muff Cabbage. I love the main event. They're so great. There's so many Amazing Red's proteges are incredible. So
last time I saw Red was a few years ago in Chicago. I saw him wrestle.
I saw him wrestle Will Ospreay. That was the last time I was at House of Glory, which was last December. Actually, it's been like a year since I've been to House of Glory.
It's been like a year.
So that's crazy. But yeah. Oh my God! Anybody that wanted to watch the match, because you're talking about some of the shows that like you watch besides the fact of like grind was good. So again, Fight Life. The match I was looking forward to the most was T.J. Crawford versus Dustin Waller from Miracle Generation. Obviously, my boys. But I love T.J. Crawford. T.J. Crawford is probably one of my top 5 in the indies, and has always been on like that list or whatever, like because he's so damn good. I don't understand. Like he got injured and was out for like over like about a year, okay, and he came back. And somehow he got better, and like he don't miss a fucking beat. Like I'm like, holy crap, this kid is so good. So when he meshed with Dustin, this was fire match. This is something to go on High Spots, check it out because freaking incredible. And the other match that I want to bring up that anybody like wants to go, I mean, obviously the promotions are amazing. Definitely go check it out. But the ones that stick out to me the most is Desmond Cole. Oh, and then we'll go back to Limitless too. Desmond Cole and Ricky Smokes at Chaotic. This is on Twitch. So if you have an Amazon
I keep freaking forgetting
Prime,
on Twitch.
Yeah, they're on Twitch. So if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub a month. So if you want to watch like all their backlog, you can subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, just catch them live on Twitch. They always run usually on Fridays. So I know they have, I think, a show on 12. I think their last show is 12/26. I think it is. So I'll have that information for you guys the next show. So, but yeah, so go watch that. And then the other match on Limitless, Above the Rest versus the Work Horsemen. Holy fuck, this was good. This was match of the year contender match. It was so goddamn good. And it was funny because Tristan Ty was on my podcast. And he kind of called out JD Drake. And JD Drake clapped back on Twitter with a promo talking about the podcast that I did with Tristan Ty. But these are, oh man, more workhorsemen. So goddamn good. Just give me Anthony Henry and JD Drake all the time.
Speaking of works, what's going on with your belt?
It's in the drawer. It's in the drawer. I mean, I'm probably gonna bring it with me Friday, because I will see Dante Drago. So I kind of want him to cut a promo with it. I mean, Trayvon is sick. Well, sick. He's injured. So, but I want Dante to cut a promo with it. So I'm definitely gonna record that
with it.
So, but that's not gonna be crowned till like next year, obviously, because. Like I said, Trayvon's out.
We also have the IWTV awards that got announced. I think it's like 4
they had like,
categories.
what was it, 5?
Well,
they're nominations before that they put them out.
Where's Best Podcast? Just saying.
Seriously.
Just saying. I mean, I'm not pointing fingers, saying that we're the only indie podcast.
Well, that's not true.
Besides you.
I mean, my podcast is called the Indie Wrestling Corner. So
there was only two possibilities.
Yeah.
So either way, what you're saying is you would have won. That's what you're saying, is that you would have won.
Well, it's good because it's like that, the Indie Wrestling Corner, I just focus mostly on interviews and like backstage stuff. So at least here we get to go deep into matches. So or
you're just saying that you would have won.
No.
Either way.
Nobody wants to see my ass. Let's see how it is.
Wait. Is Val still doing her show? The Stack? Is she still doing The Stack?
I think so, yeah.
So technically what you're saying, it would be us and Val.
Yes.
You got 3 choices, and
yes.
You had the highest percentage of winning.
Yes.
One shared. But yeah. Macduff would beat us all.
Yeah, he would. It's all about Macduff. I'm not importante.
Macduff.
Yeah. Crazy. So, man.
What else went down this week? I mean, it was one of those, I'm going to be honest with you, it was one of those weekends where a lot of people were running a lot of shows that were really good.
Oh yeah. It's either all or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's those weekends that there's nothing. And then there's those weekends where it's fuck my life. What am I going to watch? So,
yeah, luckily we were all watching different things. I know Jameus. Was Jameus watching anything, or was he busy? I couldn't remember.
I'm not even sure. I mean, I was glued Saturday trying to catch up, and then I wanted to edit, but I was by the time that Limitless was over, and then I was going to switch over to Revolver, but I was fried. I was oh my god, there's so much wrestling I've been watching.
I didn't even watch Limitless at all. I just went I was pretty much, like I said, I was getting over the flu. Mm-hmm. Which is why I hadn't really talked to you or Jameus, really. I had talked to Jameus, and Jameus is like, oh my god, are you sick? I was like, yeah, dude, I have the flu. I told y'all. I think I told y'all both I had the flu. Or maybe I only told you I had the flu. I told someone I had the flu.
No, you didn't tell me you had the flu. I saw that you wrote that you were sick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot what it was like to be sick. It had been so long since I was sick that I forgot. But yeah, that day that I interviewed Trey, I did the edit and everything, was the day I was actually sick.
Oh man.
And then I finally got over it Wednesday or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of trying to get back on schedule with everything. I've been dragging and sleeping, or I would feel fine and I would just sleep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, it sucked. No, look, it was not the cocoa.
It did it all for the cocoa.
It was not the cocoa.
Oh man,
it wasn't that.
What else? Do we have the show when I talked about when I went to Interspecies Wrestling the week before?
Wait,
I don't know.
what?
Yeah, the show Interspecies Wrestling that aired, I think, a couple days after.
No.
They come down from Canada.
You didn't
so I went
talk about
last year, and it was at H2O building. This year it was at a brewery, kind of or a bar or something. It was kind of cool. So when you went inside, they set up the rig, and then you see all the bar. The beer containers, where they make the beer and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of interesting to see that.
That's
My goddaughter got picked up by Tony Deppen and used as a weapon. So that was kind of fun. I got to chop Jeff Cannonball. That was fun. He came knocking on the bathroom. I was in the bathroom, and then there's a knock at the fucking door.
And we opened the podcast with how you should not be touching wrestlers.
Yeah.
And now we're ending it with, I chopped so-and-so at the show.
Oh my god. Well, it's one of those things, when they're
totally
involving you, when they're involving you, it's another story, and Jeff knows me for years, And he's like, no,
No, I just thought it was funny
And then
because
the
everyone's going to be
wrestlers-
like, are y'all contradicting yourselves?
You
said not to
do
be-
this at home.
Don't be
Unless
doing
the
this.
wrestler is cool with it.
Unless they know you.
Yeah, unless like they know you.
So
Like,
did
Jeff
you give him a
Cannonball.
good hard chop, or was it like, like
I
a...
felt so bad.
Or was
He
it
goes,
like a
"You didn't
playful-
feel bad. He's like, you didn't feel bad when you did it, and I'm like, oh.
Or was
my
it a
God.
playful chop? Did you
Yeah, I felt I couldn't do it.
did you lick your hand to make it even like...
Yeah, I was just like, you can see me hesitate on the stream. That I'm like, you see me say, I can't do this because I love Jeff Cannonball, and then it was like, okay, and then I chopped and then I ran.
You chopped and you ran.
I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm trying to pee in peace, and you can't even pee in peace. But yeah, that's up on IWTV. If anybody watches them, watch that. Somebody tweeted at me. They're like, "What the fuck, universe am I am? Where Tiffany is chopping Jeff Cannonball?" And then Jeff shared it and was like, "Hatred." I'm like, "Yo, what the hell?"
Hatred.
I'm like, come on, Jeff. I'm like, I love you. He's been on my podcast a few times. Like, he's just great. He's so good. Oh Jesus. So
Oh man.
let me see.
Good times, good
Cody's
times.
posting. Hold on a second. Cody is posting stuff for NFW this Friday. Let me make sure. So definitely check this out. It's a new promotion. I love it. Okay, I'm a little biased because Cody's one of my best friends. And like I said, it's still a new promotion. They were running a tournament, so he's just like sharing it now. So I gotta give as much love as I can for this. So let's see. I'm gonna read out the matches. So again, you can check this out. 7:30 Eastern time. That's the pre-show. It will be live on IWTV. The bell's at 8 o'clock.
Oh, good.
So the match is confirmed for it is Miracle Generation versus Black and Yellow. This is my main event. I'm sorry. I love Miracle Generation. This is my
Did you
voice.
just announce it as the main event?
I'm announcing it as my main event. Okay, it's my
okay.
main event. Okay,
Okay,
like everybody
okay,
knows this.
go ahead, go ahead.
When it's related to Miracle Gen. Okay, so Jordan Oliver versus TJ Crawford. Then we have tag team action. We got Shook Crew, which is making their debut at NFW, versus the Wasted Youth, which is Marcus Matters and Dylan McKay. Then we have an ESW Interstate Championship. So shout out to ESW. I love that promotion as well. Alec Price versus Trey Lamar. I haven't seen Trey Lamar like in person since like JCW, maybe like a year ago. So I'm really excited to see him. So we have the Social Media Championship. So whoever wins this match gets bragging rights of that they're the social media champion. So it's Jack Tomlinson versus Brett Ryan Gosselin. And again, tune in to the Indie Wrestling Corner tomorrow. We'll be sitting with Brett as well. So
Well, when they see the VOD, it'll be the same day.
yeah. So tonight. No.
Tonight you get to
at
see
7
me.
o'clock. Okay, so and then we have two semifinal matches. They're three-way. So we have the first one is Whisperer versus Ellis Taylor versus Mike Skyros. Whoever wins that goes into the main event. And then the other semifinal is Griffin McCoy, Akira, and Reed Walker.
Mhm.
Again, whoever comes out of that will go into the main event. So, and then we'll be crowned a new champion. So, but yeah, I wanted to push that show very, very hard because, like I said, I'm a little biased. But I'm really
Just a
excited.
tad, just a tad biased.
Just a tad
Just a
biased. But it's such a good promotion. You know, like all the people he books and the matches are just bangers. Like it's not even, you know, he'll bring it like the Black and Yellow. Like I never saw. I've heard about them, but I never seen them. I saw them at the last show, and I was like, "Holy fuck, these guys are good." They versed the Drake brothers that are from down south. Like this was just a solid match. So Black and Yellow versus Miracle Gen is gonna be. I'm so stoked for, but oh man, but yeah. So definitely check that out on IWTV. I'm really excited. That's a showcase, and that's you know, I know NFW is not coming back till next March, so give it a try.
Yeah.
Check it out this Friday.
Check it out.
So, yeah. And if you want to buy tickets, it's $30 front row
$30.
and $25 for second row.
That's really good.
Yeah. So that's in Richfield, Richfield, New Jersey, and it's at the Mecca. I heard that they're supposed to give a deal that if you want to buy tickets for that and the ETU show the next day, a link's supposed to go out for that. You're supposed to get a discount. So I don't know. I'm not really entirely sure because the link hasn't gone out, but I'll share it. So make sure you're following me. And follow NFW on all the social media platforms.
I'm not too sure. Let's see. Yada yada yada. It takes a while because my mentions take forever to load. They do. Trying to see if I have anything else other than Jameus announcing that he won't be here. Shit. Just kidding. No, he did. He said he was going to be here. He did tell me. He actually told me when he called me when I was sick, and I was like, okay, just let me know.
Oh, they just announced the Queen of the Indies.
Yeah.
Tournament at West Coast Pro, right?
Yeah, Destiny Wrestling just announced their event for January 29th. I know that's like ahead, but just throwing that out there.
Yeah, some just get like announced. Like I said, that one just got announced
out of nowhere
today. So we were joking around that they stole my gimmick, but I mean, there's been other Queen of the Indies shows, so I think that's great because there is a King of the Indies. So Queen of the Indies only makes sense, but I like the logo.
You like the logo?
I like the logo.
Are you upset you didn't come up with it?
People just make stuff for me. I'm not good at making. Oh, here we go again with the freaking camera doing its shit. It's the lighting. That's just really what it is. It's the freaking lighting.
Sit in the dark.
Yes. Here. Oh, I hear a motorcycle. Really?
Shit. I blame McDuff.
I hate the fucking lighting in here. I really do.
I blame McDuff. McDuff has like the best picture quality right now.
Seriously. I don't know. It seems only happened like here when I joined this thing.
I was like, do you want me to turn you off and then turn you back on? Oh, that didn't work. Hold on.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Dude, it's just nothing ain't going right. Hold on. Oh,
I don't know.
I moved you. Hold on. Ain't nothing going right.
I don't know.
Just tap it, dude.
I did tap it. It's being an ass. Let me see if I can refresh it in here. I don't know why it does that.
It wouldn't be an indie podcast without something going wrong.
I know.
And then people realizing how cheap we are.
The funny thing is, it's a good. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
It's a good camera too. I spend money on the freaking camera.
Oh, I didn't mean our cameras. Our cameras are really expensive. I mean the fact that we use a free program.
Oh.
And
maybe that's why. Because I don't know. I think it's the camera.
Well, let's blame StreamYard.
Well, what's funny? I changed the setting in the program and then it cleared up.
Oh. Yeah, because
setting thing. Yeah.
We use the free version of StreamYard, brought to you part by StreamYard. Everything else is ran through Streamlabs. So everything else. So if you see us do this sort of thing, that's why. Look at that. Look, I'm on your side. You're on my side now. I'm the Queen of the Indies. You're me.
Oh man.
There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I think we got everything.
We hit
right?
everything.
I don't think there's anything.
I don't think we missed anything. I mean, unless.
I had my weekly rant.
It was a good. I mean, it was justifiable.
Yeah.
Usually in this case, Jameus would be insulting you about something.
Yes.
And it would be going.
That's
on
why
for
he's in timeout. That's why he's not here.
Then it'd be going on for 15 minutes.
That's his punishment. He wasn't allowed on this week's stream.
Dude.
That's the truth.
Yeah. That's really it.
He's got to pay me in coffee.
In coffee.
In coffee. In coffee. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll be at NFW this Friday. I'll be at ETU on Saturday. My Miracle Gen, it's an early Christmas present. I have them Friday and Saturday, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah.
Hold on. I just had to block something.
Block.
Hold on. Did I do it right? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. All right. I don't want to buy your fucking cryptocurrency, bro. I don't trust it. You can't sell me on it.
about my own shit.
I barely trust like current currency, let alone cryptocurrency.
So, any fun things coming up for you outside of wrestling?
Ooh, I have nothing going on.
No?
I'm gonna be back streaming regularly. Actually, as of tonight, so I'm doing this show, and then we're gonna be doing the gaming stream like in a couple hours. We're gonna be up all night. Cool. I got an interview tomorrow. I got an Impact interview. So I'm doing that. I'm editing, and yeah, nothing extremely exciting. I'll be honest with you. I've been kind of boring lately. Got a food scale.
Yeah, so you're posting it like, yeah, I got a food scale. I'm excited for that. That's cool.
I'm so excited that I get to weigh my proteins. Nothing like weighing proteins. So, I'm pretty little excited about that. I'm a little jazzed,
Yeah.
Just
I do my cookie fest this Thursday. I do it every year. I pick a day and I bake all freaking day. And those are kind of like my gifts.
I made some new emotes. I made some chibi emotes of Alex Shelley. It's only suitable that we put them up,
How cute.
Aren't they cute? Look at that.
Don't they
look exactly like him?
Oh yeah, the angry face has it all.
The angry face. Oh, that's the rage one. But like, are they cute? Does it look look at that? Like,
they're really cute.
I got his little like hair slits too.
I'm powering up.
and then this is the one with the pumpkin. It's all cute. It's like the two different
it's a pumpkin.
The two different
I'm dead.
The two different personalities of Alex Shelley.
I love it.
So yeah, I made those. Got a couple of new ones. We got some new emotes if you subscribe. This is Bree from the UK Impact fandom. This is her favorite one. It says Beefy.
Beefcake.
And it's Dawn and Kenny.
That's cute.
Has nothing to do with indie wrestling, but
okay.
Might as well just announce that it's back up. So the live stream, the gaming stream is going to come back. I'm going to be streaming the next couple of months because I'm taking some time off of travel. So my life, it's really exciting when I travel because I like to travel. I like the rush of getting up extremely early and torturing myself to get to the airport at 5 a.m. and then going to another place. So, and then that same day I have to go to a show. I enjoy it. But no, nothing exciting. Taking some time off. A little upset that, I can't make Massachusetts this year. A little upset about it. But I'm going to be watching it while it airs, so we'll be tweeting it. Jameus, I think, will be watching it as well. I'm definitely watching it. You'll be there live.
I'll be causing havoc, as always.
Basically, what she's saying is if you see her, be warned. Beware.
I am the dive zone. So anybody that knows that, if you don't want to get dived at, don't come near me. Because I am the dive zone. Me and Zelmi actually had this conversation because she asked me where I wanted to sit the other day. As she goes, you don't want to sit here. It's the dive zone. I was like, no. I am the dive zone. Wherever I sit, I get dived at. What happened? I got hit. That grind. I got my toe hit, and it went into the railing went into my knee. So I am the dive zone. So don't come near me.
Make sure you sit around her.
At least sit far away from me.
Two seats this way and then this way.
Yes.
You could sit behind her, but so you're kind of risking it.
Yeah, you're risking it because most of the time they're gonna dive.
They might dive over.
They might dive at me so I can catch them. They do that shit too. I catch more than some of the wrestlers catch the wrestlers.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like that. It's very serious shit.
I don't know. Do we have anything else to announce? No, I don't think so, right?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's
like
it.
I said, it starts slowing down a little bit in December because of the holidays.
I mean, we got.
So, I mean, pretty much even like the following week, I don't really even. I mean, the following week's Christmas, so there really isn't going to be anything. But you got to tune into the next show to see you. We'll be back on the 19th. So we'll.
Jameus may or may not be here.
Well, at least we got McDuff.
He's got the best like camera quality ever.
He really does. Bastard.
It's the most cheerful you're ever gonna see him.
Yep. But yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I mean it was a decent, solid weekend for indie wrestling. I say.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good weekend for indie wrestling. Mm-hmm. You know, it's unfortunate that there's going to be maybe some rules placed at Grind. Was it at Grind? Grind?
No, at Open, which will probably also happen at Beyond too, I'm assuming.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we had some solid stuff. You've got an interview tomorrow. I've got an interview tomorrow. Yours is live though.
Mine is live. Usually my stuff is live. My interviews are usually live. The things that aren't live are my edits of like when I go to promotions and I do backstage stuff. So yeah. I try to do one live. Yeah, I usually do one live one a week at least. Next week I have 2. So, but yeah, so make sure you're subscribed to the Indie Wrestling Corner where all you want to listen to: YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Spotify, all the audio, Apple. Yeah, it's all over the place. Just search Indie Wrestling Corner. You will find me bugging people. No, I'm only kidding. So, but yeah, definitely tune in tomorrow if you want to learn a little bit more about NFW. I have a feeling I'm going to get yelled at a lot by BRG. So tune in and watch me get yelled at.
You have a feeling?
Yeah. Not a feeling. I'm pretty sure. I'm about 99% sure. No, I'm about 100% sure. If I don't get yelled at by him, I'm going to get yelled at by Jack Tomlinson. So either way, I'm getting yelled at tomorrow. So more of a reason for tune in and watch me get annihilated.
So tune in tomorrow, or if you're watching the VOD today at TNI, tune in tonight, I guess.
7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're following me, and I will. All that stuff's out there.
And so Tiff's on her channel, Indie Wrestling Corner. I'm at TWM Wrestle. So that is where you can see my Impact interviews. We're going to start loading, once Jameus is back. I act like he's going to be gone for like ever, right? He's only gone tonight. Once Jameus, me and Jameus get together, we're going to be releasing a lot of content at TWM Wrestle. Mm-hmm. So you want to see my interviews, they're there at TWM Wrestle on YouTube. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe. Got a lot of great stuff coming up, interesting stuff coming up. Of course, all my Impact interviews are on there. And yeah, so I guess that's it. I think it's time for McDuff's walk.
Yes.
So
the 9:30 walk.
The 9:30 walk, 8:30 Central.
Yes.
So we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for coming out. If you see the VOD, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
And of course, follow us at We Talk Indies. Also, we have a Patreon. We're also on, what's that thing called? No, we're not on Hive, but we're individually on Hive. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't even go on it.
Dude, it does not work. I tried to post the link to the show and it crashed.
Oh, really? Yeah, like I can't open it. Like I'm doing it now. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Dan Barry. Hi, Dan. I have 88 followers. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You have a better chance of reaching us individually versus the We Talk Indies account.
Yeah,
because we're never on it. We're very rarely on it. But we have the name. That's the important thing, is that no one can take that from us. No one can take our handle, our @
Yeah.
But we'll be at TNI. The other 2 shows are up there, and I believe they're up on audio. I'm guessing. I think so. For TNI, Total Nonstop Impact, the main Impact podcast review show. Go check them out. They also have interviews, like me and Tiff. And, of course, they have their nightly review show, which sometimes runs like 2 hours or 3 hours. And that's not the whole review. That's just other stuff that goes on. Check out Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles at slowpoketoys.com for their IWC line, which is the Indie Wrestling Collectibles line. I'm sure you saw them like throughout all these events that happened this weekend. They were at a few of them.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, I believe they were at WrestleCade as well. They've got some cute pins, buttons, stickers. So yeah, I mean, go follow them, give them a follow. Follow us at the social medias there. Follow McDuff at We Talk Indies. And we'll see you next time. Anything else you want to plug, Tiff? Are we good?
No, I think we're good.
We're good. And you can follow Jameus at the Jameus.
Not
Is
to
it-
be mistaken as Jameus, but yeah.
Is
You
it the
didn't say it at
Jameus?
least. No, I'm like,
Oh, yeah, at the Jameus. No, I was trying to be like, wait, hold on. Is that his full at? Yeah, it's all on the fucking screen. It's
we're gonna,
all on the
we're
screen.
gonna we're gonna break his Twitter and change it to the Seamus or the Jam.
The jam. The jam.
The Jam Sham.
Remember when he got all butthurt because I was calling you Tiff and I was like, I'm Ash, you're Tiff. And, and I'm like, you're just Jameis.
Your Jam.
He
Your
said he wanted an abbreviated name. I go, okay, we can call you Jam.
Your Jam.
Jam. Well, the abbreviation's like, shortened
It's
version.
true. Why
The
not?
shortened version of the name is like the
Well,
first
it's
three
just like-
letters.
Some people, when they like call me Tiff, it's TIF. They don't
Tiff.
do the additional F. They just do TIF. It's
Tiff.
Tiff, like without the extra F. So,
Oh.
and I'm used to that, like, because when
Tiff.
the full name Tiffany comes out, it's like weird, because like nobody
Cool.
really calls me Tiffany, but
I prefer Ash. Ashley, Ash, Ashton.
or
I
they call
her
me Queen.
Queen. I get called Queen too.
So,
There's more than one Queen.
yep.
But yeah. So
Thank you guys.
Thank you. We'll see what happens at Queen of the Indies. We're not in it. Just letting you know that right now. We're not on
Damn
the
it.
card. We're not on the card.
Ooh, I
Boo.
nominate Casey Kirk. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So, add us, follow us, the socials there. Tiff, tell them what your social is in case we're on audio, because I'm sure we're on audio.
Oh, what the Twitter?
Yeah,
social.
your Twitter at.
My personal one, it's Loves to Dream 82. So LUVS, the number 2, Dream 82. And then it's for the Indie Wrestling Corner, it's at Indie W Corner. So follow
There
me
you
there.
go. And I'm at A Rose CPE. That's Charlie Papa Echo. The Jameis is at the Jameis. That is legitimately just his handle. The Jameis. You can't be confused with Seamus. It's so weird without him.
I know.
It's so quiet. It's so odd. But anyways, we're out. Good night.